ladies and gentlemen of the 118 scale, 3.75 inch, 4-inch modern action figure community. I'm back again with another video. And in this video, we're going to be discussing none other than a character named after a former Hasbro designer by the name of Don DeLuca, also known in the G.I. Joe world as Road Pig. Now, Road Pig was born in the fictional town of Go Blue, Michigan, where he was diagnosed as bipolar. Now, the character Don is very caring and very protective and is very much in love with the character Zorana. However, his alter ego Road Pig, on the other hand, is fearless, obnoxious, feared, he smells bad, and he has immense strength. So with that being said, no one in the Dreadnoks wants to tell him or has the guts to tell him that they want to kick him out. So what they did instead was they placed him on probation as a way to tame him down a little. So as stated before, feared by many, Road Pig is the only known Dreadnok to ever be placed on probation. Also, Road Pig is the only member to appear in Season 2 of the Deke series of G.I. Joe, the animated series. Now, Road Pig was released, carded, in 1988, 7th series. Also in 1989, ultimately being discontinued in 1990. Ironically, Road Pig's file card also has a section where it lists his rap sheet. I don't think that's ever been done also in the G.I. Joe toy line. That just goes to show the great deal and the great lengths that Larry Hama went to create and make these characters unique. Road Pig would later be re-released in 1992 under the faction of Sonic Fighters. He was also proposed to be a member of the Ninja Commandos, but that was never released. The Road Pig you see before you here is, I think this is one of the cooler sets. I think this is arguably one of the best sets ever to come out. And this was the Dreadnoks 7-pack box set. If I said that right, I'm sorry. This was released in 2011. I'll put a picture of it right here. And now, if you try to pick up this box set, it'll cost you. But since the classifieds have been coming out, so we've seen prices start to come down. So without further ado, let's get a look at Road Pig here. So unfortunately, my Road Pig is not complete. You know, I acquired him some kind of way. This was a very old grab that I got way back in the days. I don't know if I got it at a trade show or something. I'm not sure, but it's not complete. So let's go through what I have and we'll discuss what I don't have. So first and foremost, he comes with this back alley street sign that says Alligator Alley, and this he uses as his shield. Now this part right here is removable, and that's a two-piece setup right there. So I thought this was really cool. The original figure did not come with anything like that. He also has, and we'll take a look at it in a second. You know what? We'll schmooze over that and we'll go to the next accessory that I do have. And that is his signature cinder block on a stick. Or, I mean, I don't know what else to call it. It's a cinder block on a stick. So there you have that, very nicely detailed. It does look like an actual rock the way it's printed out. Awesome, on a stick, and he's known for that. He had that in his 80s release, and I think in his Sonic Fighters release he also had it. So moving right along, since we don't have anything else, normally he would have a customized figure stand where it would have his name, and from all the figure stands that I've seen before, it just has his name on it. It's plain Jane. There's no paint apps or anything on it, just his name. And he also has a a sword that kind of like one of those pirate type of swords, you know. So I don't know how to describe it, but I'll put pictures of what he looks like complete right here. All right. So let's go ahead and get a look at Road Pig. So what you have here, he's got a couple tattoos on him. And he also has what I schmoozed over on the last segment is his shoulder pads. And he has this thing back here where he can store his sword. Of course, like we said before, I don't have his sword. But if you look at that right there, he has this little thing that you can slide a sword in. He's got his signature head stripe, his white flat top. And he's a hulking character. He's a big guy, right? So ironically, like let's use, for example, the rock figure of the Retaliation line. Is it Retaliation? Yeah, Retaliation. That figure is going to hover over him. He's going to tower over him because ironically they made those figures bigger. But he's still a very big figure and he's done well for who he was back in the 80s. So let's do a 360 on him so you can get a look at him. All right, there you have it. The shoulder pads is removable. He does not have any firearms, any assault rifles or anything like that. So that's what you're getting. I think he's a really cool character, a very cool rendition to who he was back in the 80s. Let's see if I can get him to stand up here. So since that's all I have here, we did our 360 and we looked at a couple things that he came with. I'm going to grade this figure as a whole. That's if he was complete and had all of his, I don't even have his file card. I'm going to have to, add a file card in. So anyway, with that being said, if this figure was complete, I would give him a A. You know what? I'm going with it. I would give him an A because he's done very well. And he also came from a box set where each individual figure was done very well in comparison to their 80s versions. And I did another video on one of the other figures from this box set, and there should be another one coming up pretty soon. So hopefully you'll enjoy that, enjoy this one, and I guess come back for the next one. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to leave them with an A. And let's discuss it in the comments. I'm going to end this video right here. If you have any questions or comments, feel free. Put them down below. I'll get to them at my earliest convenience. All right? So until the next one, peace. I appreciate you all. All right? Later.